Everybody, I want to make sure that we know how to get all of our software installed here for CS160. Now I'm going to download this software and install it to my external SSD drive like you're going to need to do so that you can work in the lab. If you're only going to work on your laptop, you could install this software directly on your hard drive. And so you can see here that I've got this one link. You have that link in an email, and it's also listed at the bottom of the video. So this is a box link, and so you need to make sure that you're logged into your PUNet ID account so that you can download this. So we're going to go ahead and click on this. It's going to bring up all this kind of stuff. You can see it's a zip file, and I just want to go ahead and download this, and I'm going to save the file and download this directly to my device. And so I've got this Samsung device on drive D. I'm going to click on that and save that in there. It's about 300 megabytes, and so it might take you a few moments to download this. And so we're almost there. Once that finishes, I can click on my little downloads link here, click on the folder icon, and that's going to pop up this file that I just downloaded on my SSD. The next thing that I need to do is go ahead and extract this. And so I'm just going to do a right click on here, hit extract all, and I'm going to extract this to the SSD drive, which in my case is the D drive. And so I'm going to hit extract, and that's going to run for a little while. Okay, everybody. That extraction took me about 15 minutes. And so depending upon how fast your computer is and how fast your SSD device is, this could take you longer or shorter. But what you can see here is that I now have a folder, CS160W22, down here. This is on, again, my SSD, and you can see that it's the D drive up here. If I open this folder, I see inside there CS160. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to go in one more level, this WPY643950 directory. I'm going to go in there, and this is actually where we need to be. So for this semester, we're going to be using JupyterLab to write the majority of our Python code. And to start JupyterLab, we have this link right here, CS160 run JupyterLab. If you just double click on that, it's going to start a couple of windows, and then it's going to launch JupyterLab in your web browser. It's going to take a minute. You can see it starting up right there in the terminal. It's going to spin up a little bit, and we're going to see over here, we've got our sort of file explorer, and on this side, we have our launcher icon. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on to the dark mode to save our eyes a little bit. So we're going to use this first button up here to actually write our Python code. This will create a Python notebook for us. We'll put most of our code in there. The other thing that we're going to use is our terminal down here, which is going to give us a command line interface to everything and let us run some commands. And so to test things out, we want to go ahead and start the terminal. So we're going to click on that. It's going to bring us in here, and you're going to see probably your username up here and the name of your computer and exactly where you installed everything. What we want to type here is git -- version to make sure Git is available to us right here. I've got 232.0 Windows 0.2, which is what you should have as well if this install went correctly. The other thing that we're going to do is type Python -- version to see which version of Python we have. 395 is what we have here. And so if this all works for us, then we're in good shape. We can go ahead and close the terminal, and it's going to bring us back to this launcher window here. So this is where we'll spend the majority of our time this semester developing our Python code, working with Git, and doing all of our tasks for the course. When we're done with JupyterLab here, we need to make sure that we shut it down properly. We're going to go to File, and then we're always going to go to Shutdown. If we just close the browser window, then JupyterLab is going to continue to run in the background, and that's going to cause us problems if we try to disconnect our SSD or if we try to restart Jupyter Lab and have 2 instances running. So we always want to make sure we shut down properly, hit the red button to confirm, and that's going to close Jupyter Lab. It's going to close your web browser, and then we're all done. So if all of that worked for you, then you're ready to go in class. You can bring your SSD, you can plug it in to the machines in the lab and navigate down to that directory, start the Jupyter Lab using this Run Jupyter Lab link right there. The rest of that we're going to ignore in there, and you should be good to go. All right, I will see you in class.